Welcome, VBDL Explorers, back to another episode of Explorer. I'm Mr. Jeff, and I'm going to be telling you about a new art activity today. We're going to be starting called Kindness Rocks, and we're going to be painting rocks using paint and trying to create messages that are going to be positive that you can give to people or just put out in the community for people to surprisingly find at random places. So, let's first talk about materials that we're going to be using. Acrylic paint works out very nice for this, and these are some acrylic paints that I have. VBDL, your local branch, will be giving you a bag with paint and brushes in them for this assignment. The brushes that are the small to medium size are the better ones for this. You won't need a huge paintbrush for that. And usually then when you're working, it's nice to have a place to put your paint. For example, I'm using an old tin here. If you have an old plate or something like that, it works out very nice. A glass container or some kind of container with water is good. Clean out your brushes on that. Another thing is really good is to get a Q-tip, and you can peel off the extra part of the Q-tip. You don't need a big part of that, and that's going to be a nice applicator. Besides a brush, you can use a Q-tip for that. A pencil is going to be nice, usually just a regular pencil or even a light colored pencil if you're going to be drawing a design on a darker surface. As an option, you can use paint markers. If you don't have them, that's fine. Another option to finish it off, to seal it, would be Mod Podge. And if you have another type of sealer, that's fine. And if you don't have a sealer at all, that's okay too. All right, so let's talk about your ideas and some suggestions for you. When you're doing this, you can have words on yours, or you could just have shapes and colors and designs. I did a combination of both. And I was thinking about trying to focus my messages to the 2020 graduates, the high school graduates in the VBDL area, or college graduates in our area. And so I tried to create an image or a word that would celebrate them. So here are some examples, and you can see I have some words here and things that would work, but I also just have some fun ones too. Like here's a couple eyeballs, here's a mouth. So those could be some fun images that people could find, or you can intend to give them to people. So that's how that's working. Now the next thing is, let's start actually doing some painting. What I have done in advance on some of these, I have gone ahead and painted part of this. Now I painted this one green, and just on the top side, left the other side blank. This one's been painted black. And then I took on this one, I took the white colored pencil and drew some heart shapes on here. Now, what I'm going to show you now is thinking about using these Q-tips. The Q-tips, again, in addition to the brush, is a very nice paint applicator, and you can get some very nice dots on here. So if I go like this and just touch a couple times, and then go back into the paint, touch it again, and get a nice dots. But that's a pretty good sized dot. You won't need a real big one when it comes to this. So you can continue finishing that out with any colors that you want. Again, the colors look really good on a dark surface. On some of these, I did a dot on top of a dot, so that makes it even more interesting. As you're doing all of your designs, one thing to finish it out with then is the Mod Podge, and I'm going to show you how to use that. And again, that's just a clear, it looks white, but it dries clear, and all you need to do on that, or if you have some other type of sealer, is to just take a little bit of that and apply it right on top of your paint after it's dried. Now this one's been dried and it's already set. Now this particular Mod Podge, when it dries, it's going to have a little bit more of a glossy type of finish to it. And this one also has a little bit of glitter, so it's going to have some little sparkles in it too. So you can get, if you happen to have that, that would be great. If you don't, it's going to be fine without it too. But it doesn't take very long for it to dry, and you can just rinse these out. And that's kind of the basic idea of how to paint your rocks. And my suggestion is have some fun with this. Do some fun messages if you like. Have somebody in mind. And then place them around your house as little surprises, or around your neighborhood or in your community, where somebody might just happen to be walking along and find it and be really surprised and just have a really good time with it. So, okay, so have a fun Kindness Rocks Explorer, and we'll see you the next time.